Android 11 and earlier require you to go through a number of different steps. If you want to, say, switch from a messaging app to a browser application, copy the URL of that browser, and then switch back to said messaging app. In Android 12, Google is changing this with a small but very useful user interface tweak that you can see in the Recents page that makes it easier to share URLs across apps. This feature is automatically enabled by default, at least it is right now in Android 12 Beta 3. But you likely won't notice this unless you're looking for it because, again, it's such a small change and it's not something that appears in all applications. So if we open up the Recents page, you can see this is the Recents page we're used to seeing. However, if we look at that first one, since it is a website, at the top, we're going to see this link right here, this little link icon. Whenever we tap that, it's going to open up a couple of user options. We can either copy this link directly from here, directly from the Recents page, or we can share it directly from here, which again will open up the share page in Android 12. Now, as you notice, this is not available in all applications right now, and it likely won't be available in every application going forward, but it is showing up in certain applications that tend to require or tend to allow a URL to be associated with that application or that page. So you can see that it worked for the web browser. But it's also working in applications like YouTube. So if we go into YouTube and bring up a page, when we go into the Recents page, again, we see that link that we can directly either copy or share thanks to the update in Android 12. We're likely going to be seeing more applications adding support for this URL sharing feature in the future. Google has provided some documentation, and the goal seems to be so that Android can provide the Assistant app with some structured information about whatever is currently in the foreground. So let's say, for example, you are using a recipe application. That application, once updated with this Android 12 feature, can tell the Assistant what is currently loaded in the foreground and give the user an easy way to either copy or share that. And if you want, you should be aware that you can even tap this icon and then drag and drop the URL to say if we wanted to share this URL quickly with our Pushbullet application. Since it is easily accessible down here at this bottom menu, we can drag that URL on top of this icon and let it go, and it will share that application with Pushbullet. But this works with the other applications here as well. We can even drag it to the More section so that it opens up and brings us to our share menu itself. So that's the new Android 12 Recents URL sharing feature. We're currently seeing this in Android 12 Beta 3. It's possible this will not make it into the stable version of Android 12, but as of right now, all signs are indicating that this will make it to the full release.